Hello and welcome to the next bit of excitement for the EDS takeover of That Engineering Chat. And we thought, who else can we talk to? We've had a chat with the mayor. Who's next? I mean, who's going to top the mayor?
Oh, I don't know. Who's going to top the mayor?
No one's going to top the mayor, but we did think, the Lord Mayor, we did think it would be really quite useful to talk to the person that's kind of, very instrumental in getting this show off the ground, and who better than Paul Michael, who is this venue it's all about you, Paul, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's all about me, to be honest. It's an absolute superb venue,
yes.
Overall. So realistically, we're delighted to have this event back.
Yeah.
It's been with us since 2012, so it's in 9 years. With us, and it's just such a fantastic show that really does engage with obviously what Coventry represents as one of its key industry sectors. So delighted to have it back. Obviously it's great for the region for that, and it's great for the venue.
And and I mean, tell it, because it really is the hub, like the Lord Mayor was talking about, the things that Coventry stands for, but also the engineering sector, manufacturing. It really is the heart of it, isn't it, here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously there's so many different elements of manufacturing and design, whether it's the automotive, obviously light rail and things like that to come in. So there's so many different aspects that Coventry represents as its industry sector. So and we're very delightful to obviously be able to host them all here.
And how's it been the last 12, 18 months? Because obviously these with a venue like this, it's massive. What's happened where you haven't been able to put on a live event? This?
I mean, post-pandemic, the venue did just over 1,500 events a year.
Did it really?
Yeah, so 48 major exhibitions on this sort of scale.
Yeah.
So during the pandemic, it was about obviously maintaining the relationship and providing all organisers and exhibitors and managing directors of companies with the latest intel and information that's coming off not just from the government but off the industry as well, about how we recover and how we get back, and I think we've been super successful in obviously managing and nurturing that relationship that we've been able to plot the diary and move things, and we've had shows moved 3 or 4 times to do that. So it has been a tall task, but we're out of it. Obviously things started to reopen. September we managed to welcome over 100,000 people back into the venue.
Wow.
We did 98 events, 3 major exhibitions, 4 football matches, a rugby match, and then obviously we also hosted the specials here as well.
Yeah.
So everything. There's lots going on, and obviously, this is what this venue was built for. To support the region economically overall, and it's nice to see it back at its at full pace.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this is, like you say, this event's been going for a long time. When was it built? When was the stadium built? When was it?
So the stadium was built in 2005 overall in terms of that. So the original history of it was actually built by the council, in a venture that would drive the economy and make Coventry have a national stadium and a national, obviously, venue that hosts exhibitions to do that. So some real forward thinking.
Yes, definitely.
So some time ago, even to the point now where you look at now, we still have many companies, many investments, property developers and things like that come in, and private equity come in and look at us as a design concept, because we're not just one asset. We've got an on-site hotel, we've obviously got a football club, we've got a rugby club, we've got 10,000 square metres of obviously exhibition and conference space, and then we've got another set of businesses that use us as well. So obviously we've got on-site casinos, etc. to do that. So it is quite a diverse business model for us.
It's huge, isn't it? It's massive.
Do that.
And do you go to every exhibition? Do you do the rounds like you are today?
Absolutely.
Is it?
If not, to be perfectly honest, the way I like to see our relationship, and obviously we've got so many great strengths for this venue, not just obviously you heard the Mayor talk about the central location, the ease of access. One of our key things is about personalisation. So a lot of organisers love for the fact of that when you drive to the Coventry Building Society Arena, that big digital banner that welcomes people, that's a key difference. That's a key differentiator versus our competitors. So obviously, and then the staff and then the whole team, there's this whole process of delivery that everybody knows everybody, from managing director down to obviously individual floor managers, etc., to do that. So we have a slightly different ethos about how we like to do exhibitions, and it's all about personalisation, flexibility, and working with organisers to make the best possible events. To do that, even once this show rolls out, I'll be on the phone going, right, what about next year? What can we do to improve it? How do we want to change it? What can the venue support and offer? So it's those elements that make us win.
Yeah, it's not just turning up and doing the show, is it? There's all the factors all around it and everything that goes into it.
And everybody's got a different idea. And again, with the size and scale of this venue, we can adapt. We can create. So it's not just a standard show where you sort of go, this is your area, this is your food and beverage, this is the thing. We can make it really personable to obviously make it different and exciting for new exhibitors and existing exhibitors to keep wanting their shows here. And
do you feel that people have really sort of come out, they're coming out? I've got a really good feeling at this show. Everyone seems to be really enjoying it. People are walking around. It feels a bit more like normal, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. And we've had 2 or 3 shows prior to this that have reported that exhibitor numbers are up, and that's a great sign in this current climate. In the industry, a lot of people are reporting it to be actually down slightly, but it does depend on what sector, and engineering, manufacturing is obviously still growing, whereas retail and other sectors, or bespoke retail is, and the B2C shows are slightly suffering a little in terms of that. So we've got to,
depends on the sectors.
Yeah, we've got to weigh that up.
Yeah, but you're pleased with how the EDS show's going?
Yeah, I love this show. I love the show for how bright it is. I love the diversity of all the stands and the different elements and how we can get involved with it. So we're delighted. I was on the phone to Tim last night, and it was a case of the first thing I said was, "How's your numbers?" And he's like, "Yeah, absolutely. They're not behind. They're actually on par, which is great for us because that means the footfall's coming through. But all we want is for the organisers to have that attendance that helps them rebook and gets us recovering again to move forward."
And like you say, it's a growing sector. There's a lot of growth in these areas. We've talked to a lot of people about maybe lead times are difficult, but at the same time there's growing markets, isn't there, in the engineering and the manufacturing sectors?
There is, and we're starting to see shows, and this show we're talking again about how we can look at and expand this. Obviously I don't know if you're aware, but obviously we've got quite a large development going on site here, so we've got £7.5 million new convention centre being built and constructed as we speak, but it's got no impact on the show. So whilst obviously exhibitions are evolving, we're evolving as well. So fundamentally, this 6,000 square metre hall that we're in is going to connect to another 1,750 square metres of space. So the reality of that is that gives it more room to grow. So we have 7,500 square metres of space to sell, attract new shows and grow existing shows in different ways. So really super exciting.
So if people want to do more shows, we need to get them to do more shows. They need to speak to you, don't they?
They do in terms of that, and I'm sure I can squeeze them in one way or the other. I'll try. There is an art to that somehow.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. You can always create space, can't you?
Well, I keep saying that we look at it and we're starting to go, well, what can we do outside now? We've got 45,000 square metres of open space in our car park land, so it's about creating inside, outside shows, what we can do.
Absolutely.
There's always more room in that diary. I'm sure I can find it.
Well, you heard it here first. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. And, thank you for creating this amazing venue and supporting the show. It's been lovely to talk to you today. And
it's great to be part of it.
Yeah, thank you.
No problems at all.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.